United States Steel Hour from New York. Now, Ann Baxter and Jean Raymond in the searing drama of a woman with a guilty secret and a man whose career depends on discovering it.
See, how did she try to kill herself, Doctor?
She drank commercial ammonia.
Oh, painful. What saved her?
Her hands were trembling so much she couldn't hold on to the bottle. It fell and broke.
Well, have you found out why she did it?
She won't say. In fact, she won't say much of anything.
Has she made any friends here?
Well, she's taken to Mr. Bergowitz, but then everyone does. The day nurse told me that he's the only patient here that can actually make her smile.
She's still bitter.
Well, hostile is a better word.
All right, suppose we see her.
All right.
Oh, what's she look like?
Slight, dark, attractive, I guess.
You guess?
She takes no interest in her appearance.
No vanity. That's a bad sign.
Yes, I thought so. Hello, we're ready to see Paula Marsten now.
Yes?
Yeah, that's fine.
Dr. King, you wanted to know when Mr. Berkowitz was taken to surgery.
Oh, yes, where is he?
Out in the corridor, Doctor.
Thank you. Won't be a moment.
Right.
He's coming now, Doctor.
Good afternoon, Mr. Berkowitz.
Hello, Doctor. Are you coming up to watch them crack the egg?
They did shave you rather close this morning, didn't they? How do you feel otherwise?
Fine, Doctor. Except for one worry. How long will I sleep afterwards?
Just till the headaches stop. Why?
What will the other patients do without sunshine for all that time?
Well, you're not to worry about that now. We'll think of something. I'll see you when you wake up.
Yes, if Dr. Richter doesn't scramble the yolk.
He won't.
That was a glorious son you raised up this morning, Mr. Berkowitz. One of your best.
Yes, I thought one real beauty before the dark might be in order.
I've never seen him with such self-control, Doctor. Why, you'd never know it took 3 men to hold him down in a fit.
Yes. That's the preoperative sedation. Excuse me. Sorry for the interruption.
That's all right. How is he?
Gentle as a lamb. Now then, has this Paula Marsten tried any further attempts on her life?
Nope.
Good. Yeah, maybe we'll be able to bring her back. Most of the way.
What do you mean most of the way?
Well, Doctor, you'll find anyone who's been that close to death never finds life quite as comfortable again. It's like pulling on a favorite pair of old shoes and finding out they pinch.
You seem to know the feeling.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. I was caught in an artillery barrage during the Italian campaign near a little seaport town called San Remo.
San Remo. That sounds romantic.
Oh, it is now. Sort of a vacation resort. I understand they've built a gambling casino right where the field hospital was. Beautiful spot on a hill overlooking the beach. The stakes were a little higher when we gambled there.
Well, how close did you come to dying?
Close enough. Close enough to get that sense of detachment, too. The whole area was shelled out that night. Somehow I wound up on a hospital ship offshore. Yes?
The patient is here, Doctor.
All right. Sure in.
Paula? Paula?
Won't you come in, please? Would you sit down there, please? Dr. King?
Doctor, I've decided to observe the Bergowitz lobotomy. You may proceed with the interview.
All right. Let's see, you are Paula Marsten, age 35. That's right, isn't it? Is that, Miss or Mrs. Marsten? All right, put down Mrs. Marsten. You live at 919 East 3rd Street, apartment 7B, correct?
With a dog? Oh, he's all right. We placed him in an animal shelter, but under the name Mastiff with brown spots. Now, a dog really should have a proper name in a kennel full of strangers. To maintain his self-respect. You wouldn't feel very dignified if we addressed you as woman with frowsy hair, would you, Mrs. Marsten?
She's not a mastiff. She's a female mongrel. And her name is Scruple.
Scruple?
The dog's name is Scruple, Dr. Stoddard. Excuse me.
You're taking a slice of his brain to cut him down to size.
Berkowitz? Well, that's one way to look at it.
Why can't you leave him alone? It's all sadistic meddling. With Bergowitz, with me, with all of us.
I see by your record, Mrs. Marston, that
It's Miss...
I'm sorry. I see you've recovered completely from your accident.
It was no accident. I chose to destroy myself.
Yes, I know. We regard that choice as a mental accident.
How old are you?
31?
Were you in the Army?
No. Were you?
No. Of course not. What are you writing?
Why did you ask me if I were in the Army?
I don't know. You reminded me of someone, I guess.
Someone you met in the Army?
Yes. No. I mean, he was. It was just a fleeting impression. It's gone now. Is that all about me?
Yes.
What a shameful waste of paper.
There's no need to talk that way.
If it's my life, it is a waste. Doesn't matter anymore.
Yes, it does.
I don't believe it.
But you do.
It's my life, and I say it doesn't matter. Can't you understand?
Life means nothing.
Nothing.
And what are you getting so upset about? Obviously, you still think life means enough to you to get angry about it. That's good. We can help you.
If you really want to help me, all you have to do is unlock this window and turn your back.
We want to help you face to face.
I don't want you meddling with me. For all I know, you may be just as confused as I am.
Please, Miss Marston, don't force me to use a sedative.
Isn't that what they trained you to say? That everyone's a little mixed up? It's just a matter of degree. And don't try to bluff me with a hypodermic syringe. I'm not afraid of them. What
did you call this?
Never mind. I'm an intelligent woman. Needles don't bother me.
I haven't even opened the case. How do you know there's a hypodermic syringe in it?
Well, isn't there?
Yes, as a matter of
And
fact.
why make a game of it?
It's your game we're playing, Miss Marston. I'm just trying to learn the rules. Now, won't you sit down, please? Please. I see that you've had some trouble with your hands. You've complained of a paralysis from the wrist to the fingertips of both hands, huh?
Yes, but they're well now.
Steady as a rock?
Yes, as a matter of fact.
Cigarette?
Thanks, I don't smoke. It was a trick.
Yes.
Why?
Your hands still tremble, don't they?
Yes.
Let me see them. Please, let me see them. You know, you have very nice hands. Do you know what this is?
It's, I don't know. A skeleton?
It's a schematic model of the human body. You see, the nerves are painted on it in red.
Yes, I see them.
Show me the nerve that goes from the wrist to the finger.
I don't understand.
Well, you say that your hands are paralyzed from the wrist to the fingertips. Now, show me the nerve on there that makes that possible.
Well, I don't know. It must be this one.
But an injury there would only affect these last two fingers. See? Now, look for yourself. Follow it out.
Yes, but, here's another one. Here.
Mm-hmm. That's a blue tendon. Where does it go?
Well, there. That's the other three fingers. That's all of them, see?
Well, that's two different nerves.
But they must run together someplace.
They do, but not at the wrist. And if they were injured where they do run together, then the whole arm would be paralyzed.
Yes, but if they were injured separately at the wrist.
In both wrists? 4 different nerves in 4 different places? That takes a great deal of supposing.
Yes, but according to this model, it's not absolutely impossible.
No, not absolutely.
I mean, certainly it's rare, but still possible.
Yes, it's possible for the hand to receive such an injury. But it is absolutely impossible for the very same hand to trace out the injury in such detail.
That's very clever of you. But you haven't settled anything. I still can't use my hands, no matter what that thing says. This is real.
Of course it's real, but it isn't physical. It's a trick your mind is using to deceive itself.
I know that.
You do?
Of course. I'm not ignorant, Doctor. I know myself. It's bad enough to go all to pieces and not know what the trouble is. But it's the knowing that terrifies me. I look at my stupid fingers shaking in front of my eyes. I want to scream at them like spiteful, disobedient children. And they just get dumber and colder until I have to beat them together to feel anything. I know it's only a trick in my mind. But just knowing that doesn't make it go away. What is it? What causes that?
You see, these hands think they're dead and useless.
But they are. Look.
No, these hands are very much alive. In fact, your will to live is there, cupped in the palms of these hands.
I'll drop it. I can't hold on to anything.
You won't drop it.
I will, I'm afraid.
Now, hold on to it. It's your life. Hold on to it. Hold it tight. Hold it tight. Tighter. Tighter.
Tighter. Tighter.
How did we do that?
We'll talk about that tomorrow.
Yes, doctor.
Miss Marston is ready to leave now.
Yes, doctor.
The nurse will give you a mild sedative tonight. You'll sleep soundly.
Oh, I haven't slept soundly in weeks.
You will tonight. Mrs. McGregor, would you show Miss Marston back to her room?
Very well, doctor.
Look what we accomplished today.
Why, that's very good.
What a shame. It's only a trick.
Dr. King, I didn't know when you'd be finishing surgery, so I released the patient.
I didn't go to surgery, Doctor. I interviewed the patient with you in there.
You mean you were in the observation room?
Yes, I hope you don't mind.
No, of course not. Well, you haven't used that room in all the time I've been here.
No, it's claustrophobic in there.
Why this time? Is there something special?
Doctor, on the basis of this interview, I think you're qualified to treat this patient without my supervision.
Well, thank you, Dr. King. Whatever you say.
Of course, I could look in on you from time to time. Purely as an observer, if you wish.
Yes, I'd like that.
Fine. Hello. Yes, Dr. Richter. I see. Yes, I understand. Thank you for calling, Doctor.
Well, how was it? What happened to Berkowitz?
He's dead.
Oh, my God.
His seizures were getting more and more violent, and his response to treatment less and less. A lobotomy was his only chance, Doctor. I'd order it again. Someday, soon, you may have to make such a decision.
This is the United States Steel Hour. And now, here is George Hicks.
It's easy to watch America grow when you look at the changing skylines of great cities like this. This is Chicago. And here is a model of Chicago's newest skyline addition. World's tallest marble office building, accented by stainless steel for breathtaking beauty. It's the 41-story home-to-be of the United Insurance Company of America, now going up on Chicago's famous Wacker Drive. Let's watch a dramatic moment in the life of this great new building and of the men who erected it. It's the ceremony called topping out, and it marks the placing in position of the final tier of structural steel in the framework of the building. This topping out ceremony was completed recently by the men of the American Bridge Division of United States Steel and witnessed by officials of the company and many distinguished guests. Completion of this giant steel skeleton also marks another important first for United States Steel research. All the columns in the 3 basement levels and the first 23 stories are Man 10 steel, a product of U.S. Steel. Man 10 means manganese high strength, and this is the first time this material, which has a 40% higher yield than regular carbon steel, has been used in the framework of a high-rise building. Combined with conventional structural steel in the upper stories, Man 10 offers unusual advantages. Carl A. Metz, partner in Shaw, Metz & Associates, architects and engineers who designed this structure, chose to use Man 10 because it means definite economies through reduced weight and fabrication costs with no loss of strength. The use of Man 10 steel in this building is another big step in the rapidly increasing acceptance of this modern steel. And it's another impressive accomplishment for United States steel research. Here at Monroeville, Pennsylvania, in the world's largest steel research center, U.S. Steel scientists and engineers are constantly at work creating better steels and better ways of making steel. Man 10 is just one of many modern steels they have produced, and this newest addition to Chicago, the United of America building, is just one of many results as United States Steel keeps on working to help America grow.
We return to Act 2 of The Shame of Paula Marsten.
Good morning, Miss Marston. Time to wash up for breakfast.
How strong was that sedative? I don't remember a thing. My bones are still asleep.
Well, in that case, an ice-cold shower is just what the doctor ordered.
Did he really?
No. You ready now?
Yes, well, first I want to show you something. Look.
Wonderful. You didn't spill a drop that time.
You know, my hands are more relaxed since yesterday. And when he took them, it was like a mild electric current.
Dr. Stoddard will be very pleased. You ready now?
Heads up, hot stuff. You mean little guy with all the sunshine? The lobotomy?
Well, it wouldn't be a hospital if you didn't lose a few.
You boys are late with breakfast again.
Sorry.
This way, Miss Marston.
Who were they talking about?
It was just kitchen talk, Miss Marston.
Mr. Bergowitz?
Now, you mustn't let yourself be upset by all these hospital rumors. Paula? Paula!
Dr. King ordered that operation. I heard him talking about it.
Now you have to get washed and have your breakfast.
You may as well understand right now. I'm not going to talk to them anymore.
The doctors are only trying to help you.
Not they help Mr. Bergowitz. No, I don't need that kind of help. Thank you.
Not even if Dr. Stoddard helps. He just showed me how much good he's done for your hands.
Can I have my hairbrush, please? No, I can handle it. I can brush my own hair myself.
That's right, Miss Marston.
No, don't bother. I said don't bother.
Just leave it there, Miss Marston. I can get it later.
No.
Let me help you.
No! Thank you. I've lost the brush.
Your hair has lots of natural luster anyway. Let's get washed up, shall we? Your breakfast is ready.
Yes, Dr. Stoddard, just 1 minute. Here are the drugs you ordered, Doctor. Dr. Stoddard is waiting.
Oh, thank you. Have him come in, please.
Yes, Doctor. Come in, Doctor.
You sent for me, Dr. King?
Yes, Doctor. I've been going over your progress reports on Miss Marsten.
You mean lack of progress report?
What is it, Doctor? Is she still resisting you?
No, not consciously. She responds very well up to a point.
What point?
Well, I think she was in the Army. Whenever I try to lead her into talking about that, she avoids it.
You had no success with hypnosis.
No, she won't go under. I think she really tries, but there's a stubborn inhibition there. I'll try again today.
All right. This might help you.
Sodium pentothal?
Yes, she's developed a strong pattern of resistance. Try reducing her inhibitions with the drug. If it makes her receptive to hypnosis, you may be able to get this Army business out into the open. You might want to have Mrs. McGregor assist you. Probably reassure Mrs. Marsten just to have another nurse in the room.
Another nurse? You think Paula Marsten's a nurse?
Yes. Well, was, at any rate. Probably an Army nurse.
Did she tell you that?
Well, I'd say she told us both that, Doctor. The very first interview.
Well, of course, I caught all the medical terms she was using, but she could have read about them somewhere.
Well, this was too personal. Too precise. For instance, she called this a hypodermic syringe. Most anyone would call it a hypodermic needle.
Well, even so, she could be a clinical technician or even a doctor. Why do you say a nurse?
Well, I only meant it as an educated guess, Doctor.
I don't see how you can make that assumption.
Yes?
Miss Marsten is ready for Dr. Stoddard.
Just a minute. I'd like you to hold this interview in here so I can observe.
All right.
Show Miss Marsten in here, please, Miss McGregor.
Yes, Doctor.
Now, remember, don't force her too far at first. Let her discover for herself. Gradually.
Morning. How are you feeling today?
Fine, thank you, Doctor.
Good. Sit down, please. Well. Oh, you're looking very nice today. Dr. King and I have been talking over your case, and we've decided to try a series of sodium pentothal injections.
Oh.
You know what that is?
Oh, no. No. Just that injections don't sound very pleasant.
It's not painful. Are you willing to try it?
Do you think it'll help me?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Good. All right. Roll your sleeve up, please. I'm going to use a tourniquet to make the veins stand out. Have you taken intravenous injections before?
No, but aren't they all given the same way?
Yes, somewhat, but that's mostly a battlefield technique.
Oh, well, I must have picked it up someplace. From a war movie, maybe. I used to go to the movies a lot.
Mm-hmm. Hurt?
No.
Why did you name your dog Scruple?
Because she hasn't got any.
Did you expect to coerce her into something just by giving her the name?
Yeah, something like that.
Did it work?
No. What's in a name? What's your name, Doctor?
Daniel.
Daniel.
There. How do you feel?
No different?
Well, you will in a moment. Now concentrate on the light and the sound of my voice. You're becoming warm already. Your tongue is starting to feel thick. In fact, you're getting quite sleepy now. Do you feel it?
Yeah.
Your eyelids are too heavy to stay open. You will close them now and talk with me. You will answer all my questions.
Yes, Doctor.
The telephone is ringing, Miss Marston. Aren't you going to answer it? Open your eyes and answer the telephone.
Hello? Hello?
That's all right, I'll take care of it. What kind of work do you do for a living?
I was a typist for a long time after the war.
Did you go out much, make a lot of friends?
No. Yes, you're right. It's warmer in here already.
Where did you live then?
In a room. A little dirty room. And they always made so much noise. And I couldn't sleep with the guns going off.
Guns? What guns?
Did I say guns?
Yes, you did. You said you couldn't sleep with all the guns going off. What guns?
Why, the children playing with guns in the street. They ran up and down the stairs and they left their junk all over. It was impossible. It was just impossible.
Miss Marston, you will not go to sleep.
I'm very tired.
First, you must tell me about the guns, the other guns.
No.
Were they big guns? Artillery?
No.
All right, Miss Marston, just relax. It's Dr. Stoddard. Just relax.
Who killed him?
Killed who?
The funny little man with all the sunshine.
Just sit down again. Relax. Relax. Now tell me, when did your hands first begin to tremble?
Last year. I gave up typing and took another job in a drugstore. And all of a sudden, I began to spill things. The bottles would just slip.
Yes, go on.
Oh, that's all. I had to quit.
Was this the first time you'd ever had that kind of trouble with your hands?
Yes.
Did it stop when you left the drugstore?
Oh, no. No. It got worse. They turned against me completely then. I had to give up typing. I couldn't even count money. I tried to wash dishes and broke them on the floor. And then I spent everything I had. And I walked into the park with a bottle of ammonia. And I started to drink it. I couldn't even do that. The bottle jumped out of my fingers and smashed on the stones. Before I could drink enough, I only got sick, and they brought me here.
I want you to remember about the Army.
No. I don't want to remember.
Now, you were in the Army. There were a great many guns going off night and day. You remember that?
No.
It was hot.
Please.
It was hot and dusty. The sun was so hot you couldn't even breathe. Remember?
No. No, there was mud on everything I touched.
Yes, that's right. It was muddy. And it was so thick it was oozing all over your boot tops. And the men were wet. Their clothes were rotting on their backs. It was raining.
Oh, it never stopped raining.
Yes, and something happened to freeze that day in your memory forever. Now, this is the place, Miss Marston. This is where it all happened. Show me where the guns were.
They were behind the hill.
Now, here's the hill. Where were the guns?
Behind it.
There they are. They're the guns. Now, tell me, where was your field hospital?
Here.
Your patients were lying wounded and waiting for your treatment right about in here.
Yes, there were dozens of them. And some German prisoners. We needed supplies. Desperately. Especially plasma. And they brought him to me. Twisted on a stretcher. He was dying. But the hospital ship was being held offshore by the guns at San Remo. And all we could do was wait for the artillery to lift.
Where did you say this was?
He was bleeding to death, and I couldn't help him. His knee was shattered. He needed plasma. But there wasn't any.
You were near San Remo?
Oh, why is it so hot in here? I'm burning up.
What happened to the man?
I held him in my arms. And we listened to the guns. Oh, my face is so hot.
Who was he? Who was the man on the stretcher?
His knee was shattered. I couldn't help him.
Why was this one man so special?
Dr. Stoddard!
I'm here. Now tell me, who was this man?
I didn't want to do it. But he was dying.
Didn't want to do what? Who was dying?
Help me.
Miss Marston.
Stop me, please.
Dr. Stoddard. You pushed her too far. I warned you. Go easy.
You knew her before, didn't you, at San Remo?
Go get Mrs. McGregor in here. I'll take care of her.
You knew all along she was an Army nurse.
Yes.
Why didn't you tell me?
Doctor, there are some things about this patient I can't tell you. It would prejudice her treatment.
Yes, but it's my job to find out.
Exactly. But from the patient. Not from me. Miss McGregor, come in here at once, please.
This is the United States Steel Hour.
You're looking at one of the cleanest things in the world, and one of the most attractive. Stainless steel for your kitchen. Stainless is one of the easiest things to keep clean and attractive. For foods and liquids that leave hard-to-remove stains on some sinks, leave not a trace on stainless steel. Pots and pans that leave dark scuff marks on some sinks leave no marks on stainless steel. you never have to worry about your sink, no matter how often you accidentally hit it. And stainless is perfectly smooth. It has no pores for dirt to cling to. So it washes clean, washes bright. And because stainless reflects the textures and colors around it, it blends with any style of decorating. And you can get modern stainless sinks to fit any type of kitchen cabinet, new or old. Choose a single sink or a double one, a square one or a round one, one made especially for a built-in disposal unit, one made for corner installation. Each is the finest you can have in your kitchen. Clean, bright, stainless steel. Get it in your refrigerator front, too. And in your dishwasher. In your stainless range hood. And your stainless oven. Your stainless range top. Even stainless countertops and cooking utensils. You'll never mar stainless steel. You'll never work hard cleaning it. You'll never have to replace it. Make your kitchen plans around lifetime stainless steel. When you buy, this mark tells you a product is made of stainless steel. One of the cleanest and most attractive things you can have in your kitchen.
Now, Act 3, The Shame of Paula Marsten.
Come in. Dr. King, I'm sorry to pull you out of a staff meeting.
All right.
But Miss Marsten's last interview turned up something I think you should hear.
Oh, what was it?
I recorded this while she was under hypnosis. She's a very willing subject now. I don't have to use the pentothal anymore.
Good.
Listen.
It all happened so fast. We were out of plasma. And the last bottle was hung over a critical fracture case.
And just then they carried in a man you recognize?
Yes.
Where'd you met him before?
On the ship going over. We were together on the ship.
What was his name?
I don't know. I told him my name was Paula, and he said if I had to give him a name to call him Paul, it was one more way to be close.
Later, Doctor, she reveals her basic trauma. The whole story. Was your lover badly wounded?
Oh, shock. Loss of blood.
And you had no more to give him?
None.
Well, then what happened?
Then the last shell came. I could hear it coming. I tried to drag him off the stretcher onto the ground, and then it hit. That's all I remember, except for a doctor helping me in an ambulance, and they sent me home.
And what happened to Paul?
They told me his body was never recovered.
She still thinks he's dead, of course.
Of course. And your diagnosis, Doctor?
Well, the way I see it, she never recovered from the emotional impact of Paul's death. And the fact that she was his nurse and still couldn't save him compounded her frustration.
And her present hand tremors?
I think she's punishing herself for having failed him.
No, she's suffering from a guilt repression far deeper than that.
Well, there's one more way to try to get at it, but frankly, I can't do it alone. I need your help.
What do you suggest?
I would like to do a full reenactment of the field hospital episode.
All right. What do you require of me?
To start with, I'll need to know what the place looked like. You can tell me that, can't you?
Yes. Anything else?
Well, I was rather hoping that you would play the role of a wartime lover. Well?
All right. All right. But since we're play acting, I suggest you take the role of her commanding officer. And there were other patients. You may have to play one of those. So you better have another bed put in her room. And a bottle rack. And a plasma bottle. I'll signal you when to turn her over to me. 3 o'clock be all right?
Well, fine. What do you think she'll do, Doctor?
Well, if we're successful, she'll make the hardest decision of her life all over again.
Doctor.
How do you feel, nurse?
I'm just tired. I'll be all right, Doctor.
Where is that new shipment of plasma I asked for?
Plasma? I don't know.
You mean you haven't sent for it?
Well, I sent Juergens for it, but we gave our last bottle to that near leg case. They're getting closer. Oh, why don't they stop? Don't they know this is our hospital?
More wounded will be coming in tonight. I'm leaving you in charge here, nurse. They just carried in a new man with a shattered knee.
His knee, Doctor?
Yes, that's right. Now, he's over there. I want you to take care of him now.
Take care of this right now. Juergens! Where's the doctor? Juergens! The doctor's coming right back. Orderly, prepare an anesthetic for this man. Hurry! Paul. This will stop the bleeding. There's a hospital ship waiting.
Paula, is that you, Paula?
Yes, darling. Darling.
Am I going to die?
No, darling. No, I won't let you.
I've lost too much blood.
But the tourniquet...
It's too late for that. It's too late for that.
But the doctor will be right back.
I need plasma.
There isn't any.
None at all? There must be some. I need it now.
But the doctor went for medicine.
I need it now. I need it now, Paul. If I don't get it now, I'll die. I'll bleed to death.
I'll think of something. I'll think of something.
she remembers everything.
Miss Marston, when I say 3, you will wake up. And you will remember everything that just happened. 1, 2, 3.
No.
Come in. Oh, Dr. Stoddard. I was just going over your final report of Miss Marston.
She's ready to leave today. Here's her release form for you to sign.
All right.
Would you like to see her before she goes?
Oh, I'm very busy today, Doctor. We have 3 new transfers that just came in.
Dr. King, I know you made it a point to stay out of the way these last few months while I was treating her, but now
I'm satisfied with your report, Doctor.
Yes, but now that she's leaving, I think it would really help her to meet you face to face. She's very anxious to express her gratitude.
Now, there's no need for that. She came here needing help. She received it. There are no obligations. Yes?
Miss Marston is here to see you, Doctor. And she's pretty as a picture. Doctor?
Just a minute. All right, show her in.
Hello, Paula. Come in. We've been expecting you. I don't think you've ever been properly introduced to Dr. King.
Dr. King? I understand I owe you a great deal.
You owe me nothing.
No, I know better than that. Dr. Stoddard told me how you arranged to take me all the way back to San Remo.
Can you remember it now? All of it?
With a little coaxing.
We have something for you. Your release paper.
Thank you. Is it final?
All except a few routine follow-up interviews from the clinic. They'll get in touch with you. What are your plans now?
Well, I've got a temporary job just to tide me over until I can get back to nursing. It's the only thing I really know.
Ah, that's a fine, fine profession. And we'll be honored to have you back in it.
Thank you, Doctor. Well, I guess I really should go now.
I'll see you to a taxi.
Oh, no, please don't bother. You've done everything for me. It's about time I started to do things for myself. Well, perhaps we'll meet again, Doctor.
Perhaps.
Thank you.
We'll miss you.
Oh, it's very kind of you to say that. But then you're supposed to give me self-confidence at a time like this, aren't you?
Perhaps we'll meet again.
I hope so. Dan, thank you for everything. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
It's a fine woman.
Yes, she is. Will she make it?
She'll make it. Now then, Doctor, here are the 3 reports on the new transfers that just came in. Something wrong?
You put her out of your mind just like that?
Now, Doctor, there's lots of work to be done here.
Dr. King, she's gone now. You can't prejudice her recovery anymore. You loved her. Can't you admit that, even now?
I was never her lover.
What do you mean? You knew her before at San Remo. You knew how exactly it all happened. You even knew about the other soldier. The other soldier.
Exactly. The other soldier. It was Paul who died, even as my bottle of plasma was flowing into his veins. And yet, I lived. Ironic, hmm?
Aren't you ever going to tell her?
No, she's accepted her guilt. What she did was wrong, whether I lived or died. There she is.
On May 3rd, the United States Steel Hour presents Tom Tully and Glenda Farrell in Summer Rhapsody, introducing Abigail Kellogg as a teenager facing the bittersweet pain of falling in love. The United States Steel Hour, May 3rd, produced by the Theater Guild.
The most attractive thing you can have in your kitchen is stainless steel. It's also one of the work-savingest things you can have. For foods and liquids that leave hard-to-remove stains on some sinks, leave not a trace on stainless steel. Pots and pans that leave dark scuff marks on some sinks, leave no marks on stainless steel. You never have to worry about your sink, no matter how often you accidentally hit it. Stainless is perfectly smooth, too. It has no pores for dirt to cling to, so it washes clean, washes bright. And the cleanliness of stainless steel in your kitchen reflects well on you. Get it. Look for the mark that tells you a product is made of stainless steel.
Here's a message from our alternate program. On April 26th, the Armstrong Circle Theater will bring you a story of importance to every American as we see a group of volunteers live in an experimental bomb shelter for 2 weeks and hear from authorities the job our government is doing to ensure our survival through civil defense. Be sure to see Briefing from Room 103 1 week from tonight on the Armstrong Circle Theater. A portion of this program was pre-recorded.